We'll start reaching out to businesses over Christmas, including some that we already have relations to. We don't want to limit possibilities for societies or students, so the list will be a continually developing one. Some ones that we've already thought about working with, though, include Treetop Golf, Ninja Warrior, Bean Gaming, East Street Lanes, Caddy Shackers and escape rooms. Groups are meant to inform the SU of all socials held so we can keep track of how many are sober versus not. We'll work with Sports and Societies Council to develop a system of accountability that clubs can have a say in. Definitely. We're going to work with the estates team once the physical space has been established to put out comms declaring it breastfeeding friendly as well as reminders on our social media. It'll be open and ready for students by the end of November. I believe for health and safety reasons we have to use the porters to ensure everything is transferred safely. Not yet, as the priority has been establishing a child-friendly space as decided with mature student rep, and the relevant members of university staff have been on annual leave. I have a catch-up with them next week to finalise a timeline for this. They've provided a document stating why they cannot, which is now being shared with the Pro Bono Climate Crisis Group, who, along with SOS, are going to develop a responding document refuting their claims / analysing the validity of their reasoning. The social impact team is also developing a net zero plus plan that I'm going to ask to be shared with the Green Bubble group for input. The timeline will be decided by the university's relevant teams. As the PERCG encompasses several companies, the SU, the University, AMG and LSP, who have different contracts with different people, there needs to be careful consideration given to how it's carried out. In the meantime, though, we are working with Planet Change and the estates team to develop a campaign to increase awareness about proper waste disposal and introducing more composting on campus. Yes. Carl and I are going to put out comms soon to ask students to get involved if they're interested. We just wanted to give credit to the person who originally came up with the idea. Yes, I'm now working with the Pro Bono Climate Crisis Group to develop a response. I think a mixture of students being overwhelmed with opportunities at the start of term, as well as not enough information being put out about it, which is now being addressed. We've also had more interest from our Green Bubble group who have increased the turnout. It's been publicised frequently on multiple social media channels, including being shared by the universities, and it's gone out for several weeks in a row in the committee newsletter received by every sport and society committee, and now it's been verbally promoted at any relevant in-person events held recently. We're going to request access to the relevant university database and then reach out to the students to ask them if they want to join, as well as promote through our relevant union rep, the Mature Student Network and the informal network already established.